TV! What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Rody, man. I'm back for a new series I'm starting on my channel that is going to be talking about the DC Universe 10th Anniversary Collection. Now, I'm about to start a little slideshow of what this actually contains. It actually has all of the DC Animated Universe movies, animated movies that have come out up to the most recent one, which I think was Batman and Harley Quinn. I think that was probably the last one, as well as The Killing Joke. Outside of that, it has all of those movies, as well as it contains a comic book coloring book for all the title covers, and it has 3 coins, collectible coins for Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. So it's a real collector's item, and I wanted to start a series on my channel which reviews all the movies. If you know from my early videos, I've reviewed several of the animated movies that have come out. I think it's probably about 3 or 4 on my channel, but I'm going to review them all. So this one will contain all of the movies up to this point. In this first video will be a review of Superman Doomsday. Alright guys, so welcome back. Yes, I had my little Superman Funko Pop character. I think that's about no bobblehead on this one. So, Superman Doomsday follows the story of Superman, of course, and Lois Lane. It pretty much shows Superman and his normal activities and him going throughout his daily life of being both Clark Kent and Superman, saving lives and taking care of people, you know, the normal things he does. But the story is based on his first interaction with Doomsday and their battle and pretty much his untimely death. Now, to give you, I mean, I'm sure you guys, if you haven't seen it yet, I won't spoil the ending per se, but I'm going to give you pretty much an overview of what happens. Lex Luthor goes to a planet that has Doomsday housed there. He's been trapped and kept there for, centuries and centuries in some type of containment chamber. Lex Luthor, being the power-hungry person that he is and wanting to rule the world, he ends up, cracking it open and releasing Doomsday. Now, Doomsday, if you don't know, is pretty much a creature that adapts to any type of damage that he gets inflicted with, and he'll never be harmed by it or never be killed by it in the future. So he ends up coming to the planet and fighting Superman, and it's a pretty dope battle, not gonna lie. It's this is one of the first Marvel movies, not Marvel, good grief, I'm sorry, DC movies where they are giving a good close concept on what the comic book stories hold. And it's staying true to the comics with the fight scenes. It's very good and in depth. It's very fun, and of course, Superman ends up beating Doomsday after a pretty heavy fight. But Superman does die. Superman dies, and that is a story that is told for a lot of comic book stories where Superman is dead and he's gone. Who's going to protect Metropolis and save them? And ends up where Lex Luthor feels bad because he wants to be the one to defeat Superman. That has been his all-time goal, to defeat him and overpower him with his mind and what he wants. And he decides to make a clone of Superman to, protect Metropolis, but he has complete control over him. And this, of course, goes wrong down the line and ends up, causing more harm than help in a sense. Even though he's not really helping people, he's doing it for his own will, showing that Superman needs to still be around because he keeps balance in the city. But also, he wants to be the one that has all the power because, again, Superman was the one that's keeping Lex Luthor in check. And Lois Lane comes to find this out, and she's trying to stop it. And me personally, I really don't like Lois Lane in most stories, only because she pushes the story for Superman's love interest, but there's nothing else that she can do. And for me, I think that this movie gets a good job of not spending too much time with her, but they do use her to kind of, push another story plot point where the kind of, I won't call him Bizarro Superman, but the Superman clone ends up killing the villain that has kidnapped a busload of kids, and that kind of proves the point, like, that's not Superman. Superman would never kill anybody, and that kind of shows that his twisted mindset of being the ultimate power and policing the streets of Metropolis and everyone's under my rule, that's what ends up bringing back Superman to life. I told you I wasn't going to spoil it, but damn it, I'm sorry. I can't help it. This is a review of the entirety of the DVD, and they did a good job bringing him back. I like the way that they had the differences in his powers because as he was coming back, he was not really dead. He was in a, a reanimated state where he was healing slowly. He doesn't die. He takes damage the same way as a human, but he doesn't die. He just has to regenerate his body. It's kind of pretty much how they portrayed it in the story. So he was back in what is his little cave, like the Bat Cave? Shit. Let me think. Hold on. What's it called? Fortress of Solitude. That's what the Fortress of Solitude is where he was at with his robot that was training him up. You know, he's doing bench press and squats, trying to get his shit back together. And he ends up coming back, but not at full power. So he has to have this gun that is supposed to help him in the system. But he ends up fighting, you know, the Superman on that plane. And it's a dope fight. Again, I like the way he looks. He got a little bit longer hair. He's got the crazy long black suit that kind of looks pretty clean. And he's fighting back and forth. And they go over and destroy his whole monument. And again, I think they did a really good job with the animation style. It kind of leads through to show how the animation style throughout these series of movies grows and changes. But initially on, it was spot on with how they knew they wanted to portray it, because it kind of looks like the Batman Beyond and Batman vs Superman animated series style, but it's just a little bit more sharp. And again, this is back in 2000 when they first started, so I think it holds still to this day with this series. So all in all, Superman does end up winning, of course. Superman's never gonna really lose. He does end up beating the copy Superman, and you know, the day is saved. All in all, this is a great movie to start off the series of movies that they are released. This holds true to the comic book, and the animation style I think is really, really cool and crisp. You know, I don't have really too much bad things to say about this. I think it was just really good. It was a little dark, which I always enjoy. I like the villains to come through and show the real power of being a villain, and Lex Luthor shows that. And Lex Luthor does get jacked up in this. I'm not gonna spoil that part, but he does get jacked up real nicely, which is good to see once in a while. So all in all, that is the end of the review for this Superman Doomsday. Let me know what you guys think below. Again, this is the beginning of many of the reviews for the series of the DC Animated Universe movies. Let me know what you guys think of this, and we'll keep these going. Till next time, Showdawee TV and Superman.